Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Love, Light, and Life Affirmed, your daily affirmations for self love and growth. Hi, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back, all my current followers and subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. You guys rock. You guys are showing me so much love, and it makes me so happy to be able to bring these messages to you. And I'm so happy they are resonating. To all of my incoming followers and subscribers, welcome to the family, you guys. This is going to be the Inner Wisdom Compass Oracle message for today. Let's see what's going on in my collective, you guys. Happy Monday. Hopefully, you guys have had a great morning, afternoon, or evening, or whenever you are catching this message. All right. What is happening in my collective? What is going on? 4 cards, please. 3 more. 3 more. 3 more. 2 more, please. 2 more. 1 more, please. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. So the first one out is solitude. Take time to be alone. Tune out the noise and chaos of the world and tune into your inner peace. Okay. And then we have be patient. One of our greatest virtues is patience. Learn to be patient with yourself and others. Okay. And then we have empowered. Be empowered today to take back control of your own life and your own destiny. Okay. And then we have wisdom. Life experiences bring about wisdom. How you decide to use it will lead to your success or your detriment. Okay. Interesting. So, collective. So, this message is basically telling you that it's time for you to go into solitude right now. It's time for you to take a step back, take some time to be by yourself, not hang out as much so that you can gain some perspective. So, is there a decision that you're needing to make, or a major decision, I would say? Or has something happened in your life where you need to change directions? It seems like it's pretty deep, whatever the situation is, where you really need to tune out the noise and chaos around you, and you really need to go within right now. And then this is also saying to be patient with yourself while you're doing this, while you're in solitude. You have to be patient. I know that we all appreciate instant gratification. I mean, Google, Siri, Gemini, I mean, we can get answers from AI, all of those things very quickly. But I think in this situation, because it's such a major decision that you need to make, you really got to take your time here. And you need to be patient with yourself and trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, this seems like a pretty major life choice. And so this is definitely a situation. Yeah, I have the goosebumps. This is definitely a situation where you want to take your time. Your decision is going to change everything. So you need to make sure that you really go within and make sure you look at this from all angles in order to really know what choice you need to make here. Yeah, I mean, because, yeah, with this empowered card, yeah, whatever decision that you make, it's going to give you back control of your own life and your own destiny. This is definitely important here. So, yeah, I mean, this is not something that can be rushed. It really needs to be thought about thoroughly. And I would say, not only be patient with yourself, but don't allow anyone else to rush you into making a decision. You know, don't let people give you ultimatums, time frames, No, if it's this important of a decision, you need to take your time with it, point blank, period. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, and in order to make this decision, this is telling you to use the wisdom from the life experiences that you've had up until this point to make that decision. It is going to lead you to the success that you're working towards, or a successful outcome, I should say, as long as you use that wisdom from those life experiences that you've already had to make the right decision. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a big deal. This is not, what are we cooking for dinner tomorrow? This is a big choice. I think that we need some messages from the law of attraction deck here to get some advice on this one. Yeah. So I don't know what you got going on, collective, but I mean, yeah, this is a pretty serious choice. And again, don't let anyone rush you through this decision. Take your time with it, as much time as you feel that you need. Block everything else out, so that you don't feel like outside influences are trying to control your thoughts and your thought process in making this choice. Let's see. I can get you some advice here and kind of see what's going on. So the first one, yeah, trust. Okay. Yeah. Trust in the upright. Have faith in the unseen. Everything is unfolding in divine timing. Let go of the need to control. Surrender to the process and trust that the universe has your back. So, yeah, you need to trust, that the process in this, the decisions that you're going to be making will be the right ones for you. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. Don't listen to outside influences. You're going to need to use your own knowledge and wisdom in this. And then it says momentum. Things are moving forward quickly. Your energy is building towards success. Keep going, stay consistent with your actions, and maintain your high vibrational state. So, yeah, in order to keep yourself in a high vibration during this time to make this decision, that's why you need to be in solitude. Being around too many people, when everybody has an opinion, everybody feels something different. It's enough to keep you in a confused state and make you question the thoughts that you're having about what direction you want to go in. So that's why it's important. Let's see, what else? What else can we get to help out in this situation here? What else? Let's see. Yeah, see, this is simplicity in the reverse. It says overcomplication may be creating stress. Return to what is essential. Yeah, don't overcomplicate your thoughts in this. Don't make this harder than it needs to be. Keep it simple. Simplicity says letting go of excess creates space for what truly matters. Declutter one area of your life today, physically, mentally, or emotionally. Yes, declutter. In solitude, we're able to declutter. We're able to give our mind space to truly, truly think about and gain perspective on a decision that we need to make. Especially, it seems like this is a pretty important one. So yeah, you need to keep this simple, because it seems like the decision that you're making is already a major one, and we don't need it to be overcomplicated, like I said, with everyone else's opinions. And people are going to have them, but it doesn't mean, and I won't say you don't have to listen to them. You can take what they're saying into consideration. But I think this is really about you trusting yourself here and going with your instincts, going with the knowledge that you know that you already have, so you can make sure that you're, on the right track. And then we have adaptability in reverse. Resistance to change may be creating roadblocks. Embrace fluidity and pivot when necessary. So it sounds like what's making this difficult is trying to figure out how you're going to adapt to this change, this decision that you're going to have to make. And I can tell that you feel like you need to make it, but it's a matter of, okay, if I go in this direction, how will I adapt? How will my life be moving forward with this decision that I'm making? And it's you're scared. You're absolutely terrified of change because maybe things have always been a certain way for so long. And change is, you know what, I take that back. It's different for everyone, because I can tell you that I have a brother who he can change direction if necessary, no problem. And maybe he's mastered, some type of emotional detachment, and he just does what he needs to do if it's necessary. But most people aren't that way. Most people have an emotional attachment to things, especially when they've been in our lives for a very long time, good or bad. Good or bad. I think about people who are in abusive relationships. To the outside world, it's like, okay, you're being abused, whether that is physically, emotionally, mentally, it doesn't matter. You should just be able to walk away, right? Why is it so hard for this person to pack up their bags and say, okay, I'm done with this situation? It's because they are emotionally attached to the situation. It has become their norm. Their brain has adapted to the abuse. And as sad as that sounds, that is just the reality. So change is not always easy for everyone. So I think that's why in this situation, the most important thing you can do for yourself is make sure that you are not allowing outside influences to determine the direction that you're going to go here. Most of the time, our intuition tells us what we need to do anyway. It's just a matter of if we choose to listen to it or not. And again, most of the time, fear keeps us from making the decision that we know we want to make, and it keeps us stuck. Unfortunately, it'll keep us stuck. Yeah, it's time to elevate here. Elevation. You are rising to a higher state of being. A new level of consciousness is within reach. Expand your awareness through learning, meditation, or connecting with higher wisdom. I mean, if you have to get advice, try to get advice from a trusted, person, someone who maybe has been through the same situation, who can tell you how to navigate. But, maybe just getting random advice from your coworkers or, you know, people who have bias, or maybe people who are not in a good situation themselves is not a good idea. It's not going to help you. And I think, this one came out as well. Gratitude. It says gratitude unlocks abundance. Recognizing what you have attracts even more blessings. Write down 3 things you are grateful for today. Shift your focus to appreciation. Maybe this is a situation you feel like you're ready to move on from because maybe there wasn't enough gratitude. Maybe you didn't feel appreciated in the situation. And I think that's why you feel like this decision is necessary for you to make. But at the same time, it could be anything. If there's a situation where it's a family involved, there's kids involved, obviously it's not going to be an easy situation to change. But deep down, if you feel you're not happy there, now it's a question of, are you going to move towards your happiness or stay stuck because of fear of change and having to adapt? That's only a question that you can answer, collective. I think you already know the answer, but it's a matter of, are you willing to do it? Yeah, that's a tough one. And again, I would say in this situation, get rid of the outside noise. Make this about you and trusting you and your own thoughts and decisions. Again, I'm sure you already have an idea of what everybody else thinks about it. People have no problem sharing their opinions, right? People are very vocal, especially when it's something that they don't agree with necessarily. But at the end of the day, we have to live this life for us. And like I said, it's going to be up to you to make those changes, whatever the decision is. I wish you the best, collective. No judgment over here. But I do want to see, my collective happy. So if there is a way to do that, even if it takes a little bit of time to figure it out, as long as you're making progress in that direction, I think you'll be okay. All right. That's what I have for you guys today. If this message did resonate for you, please hit that like button, share, subscribe, and follow me. Hopefully, I gave you some food for thought. But until next time, collective, love and light. Bye, guys. You got this.